You're watching South Asian Newsline, and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Wednesday, the 1st of October. India's trade pact with EFTA bloc takes effect. Activists expose Pakistan's lies in Geneva amid unrest in POJK. And Nepal's Taleju Bhawani temple opens for devotees on Mahanavami. And now for all the details. India's trade pact with the European Free Trade Association, which includes Switzerland and Norway, took effect from Wednesday after 16 years of negotiations. The agreement, signed in March, is set to boost exports of textiles, leather and food products while attracting $100 billion in FDI and creating 1 million jobs over 15 years. The deal comes as Prime Minister Narendra Modi pursues a trade pact with the European Union and seeks an agreement with the United States after President Donald Trump doubled tariffs on Indian goods up to 50% from August 27 over Russian oil purchases. The EFTA will cut tariffs on 92.2% of tariff lines for India, while New Delhi offers concessions on 82.7% of tariff lines covering 95.3% of EFTA exports. Sensitive sectors like dairy, coal and key farm products remain protected. With a combined GDP of $1 trillion, EFTA is the 9th largest global trader. Two-way trade with India stood at $25 billion in 2023. The pact is also expected to spur Swiss investment in chocolates, watches and machinery as India's fast-growing economy presents a strong alternative to China. At least 9 workers were killed and 1 injured in an accident at a thermal power plant that is under construction in the southern Indian city of Chennai on Tuesday. According to J. Radhakrishnan, Secretary of the Tamil Nadu Electricity Board, the incident occurred when a steel arc collapsed at a construction site at the Innova Special Economic Zone Supercritical Thermal Power Project. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin confirmed the deaths in a post on X and said the 9 workers were from the eastern state of Assam. Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced a compensation of Rs 2 lakh for each of the families of the dead and Rs 50,000 compensation for the injured. Assam's Chief Minister Hemanta Biswa Sarma offered his condolences and shared details about the workers from his state.
There was a report of fall of steel arch. Actually, the coal which is being kept, that arch fell down, and 9 people have been brought that they fell down from a height of, and from the initial reports, around 45 meters they fell down.
And as unrest continues to spiral in POJK, Kashmiri political activists in Geneva say the ongoing movement is for basic rights as they accused Pakistan's puppet government of betraying the people of the occupied region. A report.
As unrest grows in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir after police opened fire on anti-government protesters on Monday, killing at least 3 people, leaders of UKPNP, the United Kashmir People's National Party, who are in Geneva for the UNHRC session, highlighted that this people's movement is for demanding basic rights and constitutional curbs, and this incident exposes Pakistan's lies. They accuse the puppet government in POJK of ignoring legitimate demands despite repeated promises, and the large rallies under the Joint Awami Action Committee have marked an unprecedented unity in the struggle for rights.
2 साल से आप कह सकते हैं कि वो एक ये तहरीक चला रहे हैं कि लोगों के जो बिजली और बेरोज़गारी और अशराफिया की जो अयाशियाँ हैं और फिर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल जो कंस्ट्रेंट्स हैं, इन सब के ख़ात्मे का मुतालबा कर रहे हैं। और कई दफ़ा आज़ाद कश्मीर की कठपुतली हुकूमत ने उन मुतालबों को न सिर्फ जायज़ और दुरुस्त माना, बल्कि ये वादा भी किया कि हम इस पे फौरी तौर पर अमल दरामद भी करेंगे, लेकिन वो हमेशा अपने अख्तियारात न होने का बहाना बना के तो चीज़ों को डिले करते रहे हैं।
No one believes on tall claims of Pakistan Foreign Office and their government, and practically they have been sabotaging, they have been pressing the freedom of assembly, speech, association and everything which comes under the legal and constitutional domain. So we demand that Pakistan must stop all these practices, ill practices, in the name of constitution and in the name of their so-called presumably responsibilities that they have received under UNCIP. It is not the case that Pakistan has such responsibilities. Pakistan is lying with the international community and also with the people of Jammu and Kashmir. And during these protests and during these demands,
Meanwhile, Awami League leaders also protested against Muhammad Yunus-led Bangladesh government outside the UNHRC office in Geneva and accused the Nobel laureate of fueling religious extremism and undermining the country's independence. Adding weight to the protest, former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina addressed the crowd via phone and called for resignation of Yunus.
In fact, Yunus government is, in my view, he is completely illegal. He takes state power by terrorist attack. Yunus is committing and promoting the religious extremism in Bangladesh. So we want immediate resignation of illegal Yunus.
The protesters also called for the revocation of his Nobel Peace Prize, alleging that his leadership has brought only suffering and extremism to Bangladesh. They alleged the interim government of widespread human rights abuses, including killings, enforced disappearances and the suppression of dissent. They said Bangladesh is set to hold an election, but it is a sham and not allowing Awami League take part is unfair.
At least 50% of Bangladeshi people supporting Awami League. Without Awami League, make one election without Awami League it's just a joke.
Moving on. For women in Afghanistan, the internet was their last connection to the outside world, and that connection was cut off when the Taliban imposed a nationwide internet shutdown that is set to last indefinitely. After the Taliban swept into power in 2021, they banned girls over the age of 12 from getting an education. Their only hope was online learning. Now even that dream has been destroyed. Over the past few weeks, the Taliban government began severing fiber optic internet connections across several provinces as an effort to prevent immorality. The Taliban administration offered no immediate explanation for the outage and could not be reached for comment. The internet blackout comes as Afghanistan is struggling with the aftermath of an earthquake, the return of millions of refugees expelled from Pakistan and Iran, and a drought in the north.
din روز ساعت 3 بجه که اینترنت قطع شده تا فعلا درس‌های آنلاین هستند از ما فامیل هستند مکتب هستند دیگه اینترنت قطع شده بسیار مشکلات ها رو به بار آورده تکنولوژی بسیار پیشرفته شده دولت همین تقاضا رو داره که اینترنت ها رو پس اعلام کنن.
And thousands of devotees stood in queues outside the famous Taleju Bhawani temple in Nepal since wee hours at its door were reopened just for a day after 1 year on the occasion of the Hindu festival of Mahanavami. The queues stretched to all the possible corners and turning near the Basantpur Darbar Square, while goats and buffaloes were also sacrificed to please the goddess. The temple is opened only on Mahanavami, the 9th day of the ongoing Dashain festival. The day of Mahanavami is also considered as final day to make sacrifices to goddess Durga and her various incarnations during the Dashain.
नवमी को दिन दर्शन अब आजको एक दिन मात्र यहाँको मन्दिर खुल्ली भएको भएर आज विशेष दर्शन गरिन्छ नवमी को दिनमा विशेष अब भगवतीको दर्शन गरिन्छ यहाँ मात्रै हैन सबै देवीको दर्शन गरिन्छ गर्न त तर आज यहाँ चाहिँ आजै मात्रै खुल्ली भएको भएर.
Meanwhile, Hindu devotees in India also gathered in large numbers to offer prayers on the auspicious occasion. Goddess Siddhidatri, the 9th form of Durga, is worshipped on the 9th day of the Navratri festival. Navratri holds immense importance in Hinduism. Hindus fast and offer prayers to please the goddess during the festival, while some spurn meat, onions and garlic in their diets. Navratri celebrates the victory of Durga over the evil buffalo demon king Mahishasur. The goddess represents power and the feminine force. It is believed that the goddess Durga descends on earth during this period to rid it of demons and blesses her devotees with happiness and prosperity. The festival culminates with the Dussehra festival on the 10th day. And that's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Till then, good night.